Hello everybody and welcome to my art show, which is dedicated to my 20 years ago art. It happened then 20 years ago. I went into the American embassy where I was given an entry visa. And 2 months later, I landed in LAX in Los Angeles, California. Since that time, I visited 19 countries and 16 states in the USA. But my past is Soviet. I remember all those streets decorated for the biggest holiday, Labor Day, 1st of May, by the way. I was actually stunned getting known it all started in the US. I remember the construction sites. They were everywhere, like I see today in Los Angeles. Except I was able to come to any spot without any permission to paint my sketches. Even during the winter time, when it was loud and freaking cold, I was able to paint what I want. Meanwhile, I was painting regardless of anything. But also, there were romantic places, like this one in the city of Riga, Latvia today. While to paint on location was fun, there were so many problems sometimes. The worst were the passbys. Almost all of them were giving me advices. Almost all of them were thinking they have to judge my art. It doesn't look alike exactly, was the common phrase I heard. I painted the cityscapes in studio, most of the time, and no one was bothering me then. The railroads, again, were more friendly. At least there were not so many viewers. And looks like I love the roads. And not important which one. I like the phenomenon. I like the thing which was called the way, from point A to point B, and who gives a damn what was the destination? I am on the way, and this is the most important thing to me. Waterways are not common things in California like here, but back there, 22 years ago, water in my world was everywhere. Here and there and everywhere was water. Rivers, creeks, lakes, ponds, reservoirs, seas, oceans. Country was building bridges. It no importa what kind, but they were everywhere too, connecting past and future, one bank to another, or at least were trying to do that. Bolshoi Theta, which is older than the United States itself, was also a very attractive spot to paint. Same probably as an unknown house in the middle of nowhere with the name of unknown. But I like the Kremlin to paint, the Uzbek mosque, the Orthodox churches, or a green fence of the restoration site. Xylography one day became my new love, and I graduated with diploma in this domain. Who did at the time know that printer, computer, and the Photoshop are around the corner? And if the etching print had some handmade traces, like the dollar bill does, the linoleum xylography print didn't. Portraits were quite popular by that period, done with oils, watercolors, tempera, were capturing the glimpse of epoch. But who did know that Kodak is advancing to the USSR, and first weddings, then birthdays, then just portraits were captured in color. But the most colorful were the children. I have been painting my first one at any angle and pose, and his toys were also my favorite models. A spring, or was it, or a summer, I've been enjoying it, because all this beauty was mine. Flowers, or the deep woods, sand dunes and mountains covered with the late skies, drizzling over the oak trees in local Stonehenge. It all was mine. And then perestroika fell over the country, dismembering it, and I took one more way from the point past to the point future. But the future was inside me. The little did I know that all roads lead to your inner eye, to your center. But to understand this, you have to travel. Externally or internally, this is why I invite you to my retrospective art show for to merge into my 20 years ago world, to understand better the world of today. Thank you for your time. Come back again. Sincerely yours, Vladimir Derkach, an artist.